Welcome to the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. The vibe here is how to manifest in a simple and fun way, implementing my abundance DNA method without the bullshit, overcomplicated hacks or fluff. I'm your host, Kelly Pender, your spiritual manifestation coach, and together we're going to uncover your unique abundance frequency, step into who the fuck you are unapologetically, and remove the limitation caps as well as playing it small to open yourself the F up to the unlimited abundance, success, and money to easily flow into your life and or business. Let's manifest that shit. Hello, my love. Welcome back to another episode of the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. We're diving into how to go from convincing others to come into your work, come into your world, to work with you, to conviction. There is a huge difference. And I cannot tell you how many business strategy programs I have been in that this was never shared with me. Okay. And I tell you all of the time, I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in many different strategies, business strategies and programs. And it took me quite a long time to really understand that, yes, strategy is wonderful. However, it's not just strategy. If you do not have your belief systems and identity backing the strategy, it only gets you so far, okay? And we are getting out of basic broke bitch energy and into big fucking deal wealth energy today. In this episode, I'm very excited to share with you so that we no longer feel like we have to convince people. That is a new standard that I am inviting you to claim and set for yourself today. And before we dive in, I know you've heard me sharing about Manifest That Shit University Mastermind, and I wanted you to know that price is increasing end of February. So if you've been feeling the pull, if you've been feeling the call, DM me the words mastermind, or you can head to the link in the show notes and apply. Just simply filling out the application will allow you to lock in the current price, okay? This is where we permanently remove lack. I don't teach you affirmations. I don't teach you journaling. I don't teach you things that you've done before. That's the whole reason why I created this mastermind, because I did them before. My clients did them before, and they create little to no results. This is backed by science. This is where you implement the rapid rich rewire method to go back to a time 0 to 7 in the womb, past life or generational, where you made a limiting decision that's been perpetuating into limiting beliefs and playing out now in your day-to-day that's not allowing you to create the wealth, the abundance, the success, the impact, the income that you know you came here to fucking create. We permanently remove lack and rewire yourself sustainably rich, okay? Where this becomes normal and natural to you. It becomes a part of your lifestyle. We're not adding any more to your plate or to-do list. Trust me, as a mom of two, I don't want to do more shit. This is where we create your big fucking deal wealth identity, where you make moves, show up, make decisions, take action from that place. And this is where you get paid to exist. This is where you attract soulmate clients. This is where you attract magic, miracles, manifestations, because your identity is backing your desires. We also uncover your unique money encoding blueprint, because it's not a one size fits all. Okay. You are encoded for wealth. You were born encoded for wealth. I know you know that, but society programs you and conditions you otherwise to play in logic, to create from what currently is, or create from the past, which massively limits us. Okay. This is where we create from the quantum. This is where we tap into limitless, unlimited wealth, abundance, and success. This is the money multiplier method. These 3 key steps is what creates sustainable wealth. This is what creates the consistent 10, 20, 50K plus months, okay? Price is increasing, end of the month. If you know you're meant for more, you feel it in your cells, your soul, your being, And if you're like, I know I'm feeling the pull, but I've tried so many other programs, so many other courses, me fucking too. I've been in so many, trust me, which is why I created this mastermind. There's nothing else out there fucking like it. You will see when you get inside, and get prepared for your life to fucking change. All right, my love, let's dive into the juice of this episode. I'm going to keep this short, sweet, to the effing point. This is what's going on when you are in convincing mode, convincing energy. There are certain belief systems, neural pathways in your brain that are activated. And then you're also in a very specific identity that then allows you to behave, take action, speak from this place of conviction. All right. Feeling like you have to convince someone is a behavior which can become an identity, which is stemmed from specific belief systems. All right. So I'm going to take us back quite a few years when I was in convincing energy. And I remember I was constantly speaking to the person who was on the fence, quote unquote, constantly speaking to the person who wasn't sure, constantly speaking to the person who would be like, I want this, but I don't know. I want this, I don't know. And then would totally ghost me. Which, by the way, ghosting has nothing to do with you. And everything to do with the other person's fear. I might do a whole episode on that actually, because I would love to share the science for the brain behind ghosting. If you want to hear it, let me know. So I was someone who was speaking to that specific person. I wasn't speaking to my soulmate clients. I wasn't speaking to the person who was ready. I was speaking to the person who was not ready and who was looking for the magic pill. Okay. I was basically speaking to the old version of me because I was too afraid to speak to my soulmate client because of old belief systems of, who am I to claim that I'm the expert? Who am I to claim that I am the one? Who am I to blah, 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 right? I'm sharing this with you to validate your thoughts and feelings. I was there. I was there for quite a few years, okay? And so because I had this fear, because I had the quote unquote imposter syndrome, it's because I was backed by belief systems on repeat that I wasn't fucking good enough. All right. And I sure as shit was not claiming that I was the one. I was waiting for everyone else outside of me to tell me that I was amazing, to tell me that I was good enough, to tell me how incredible I was as a coach, right? I was seeking external validation to tell me if I could then claim that I was an expert, that I was a leader, that I was the fucking one, okay? I was waiting. I say this all the time and I sneak this into podcast episodes. I don't know if you notice, but I'm planting seeds in your subconscious mind that when you're waiting, money's waiting. When you're waiting, sales are waiting. When you're waiting, clients are waiting. Waiting only creates more fucking waiting, okay? We're not here to wait anymore. We're here to create. We're here to move. We're here to take action. Waiting only creates more waiting. This is what led me to be in the convincing energy for years and years and years. I don't want you to be there. I don't want you to do what I was doing, okay? We're here to take the fast pass. We're here to rewire our brain to create new belief systems that back our desires, which then in turn creates a new identity where we show up, behave differently to get the fuck out of convincing and into conviction, okay? We'll get there in a second. So I was waiting for everyone to tell me that I was good enough. So then that gave me permission to claim that I was the one. Logically, we were taught it works that way. It does not work that way, okay? This is where you're waiting to be seen. This is where you're waiting to be valued. This is where you're waiting for validation. So I decided I don't want to fucking wait anymore, because all I'm doing is just speaking to people who want to fucking wait. All I'm doing is speaking to people who aren't ready. All I'm doing is speaking to people who, quite frankly, were not my soulmate clients, and I didn't really want to work with them. I just thought that I had to work with everyone. I didn't know that I could be discerning. I didn't know that I could choose who I desired to work with because I was not choosing myself, okay? I was not seeing myself. I was not choosing to decide that I matter. I was not choosing to decide that I care. I was waiting for everyone else to see me. I was waiting for everyone else to tell me that I mattered. And I was waiting for everyone else to tell me that they cared. Okay? This is where you get to get out of waiting energy. I'm no longer, and I want you to just feel this in your body, in your soul, in your cells. I am no longer waiting for anything outside of me to decide, declare, and commit how fucking powerful I am. To decide, declare, and commit that I am the one. The only one that can do it, teach it, share it, guide the way that I fucking do. And when you see that in yourself, there is no comparison. There is no comparison. Okay. So this is where I chose to decide to no longer wait. And this is where I chose to see myself. Like I said, when I chose to see myself instead of waiting for others to see me, that's what massively changed. And now let me tell you, this took me some time because I got to rewire those belief systems in my brain that I wasn't good enough. I got to clear that out, remove the lack, remove the waiting, remove the scarcity, remove the struggle, remove the it's not working. It's not working unless I have X amount of clients, X amount of sales, unless I have this, that, the other thing, right? I removed that because I rewired it in my brain. And I sure as shit did not do this with affirmations. I did this with neural energetic encoding, the rapid rich rewire method, which is what I teach inside Manifest That Shit University Mastermind. Okay. This is where I said, when we go back to 0 to 7, in the womb, past life or generational, we get to the root, which is why affirmations don't fucking work, because we're not at the root. We get to the root, okay? We process what happened, and then our subconscious mind reveals to us what it needs to learn from the event, which is life fucking changing, okay? This is where we break free. This is where we rewire and where we can finally move fucking forward, okay? And then from there, because I decided to see myself, because I rewired myself rich, I rewired my belief systems, I then created a new identity. When I was in convincing energy, I was in basic broke bitch energy, okay? This is where nothing works for me, so I don't take action because based off of the story views that I'm getting, based off of the likes and the comments, what's the fucking point? No one cares. I'm saying this with so much love, okay? That is basic broke bitch energy. It is, because it's just waiting for others to tell you how amazing you are. And it's very easy to get sucked back into basic broke bitch energy when you're not aware, when you're hypnotized by old thought forms, and when you're waiting for others to validate you, when you're waiting to claim that you're the one, when you're waiting to make moves based off of the external, based off of vanity metrics, okay? We're done with that. We already committed that. So now we're shifting out of our basic broke bitch energy and into the big fucking deal wealth identity. So in order to create your big fucking deal wealth identity, you get to see your value. right? Like I said, I went from waiting for others to see me to seeing myself, to choosing myself. From there, I tapped into my value. I saw my value. Okay. When you see your value, you see how valuable you are, you create your big fucking deal wealth identity from there. That is when you shift from convincing into conviction. Because when you see your value, you become convicted in your work, convicted in your worth, convicted in your power, convicted in your value, convicted in you. Convicted in your greater vision, convicted in your movement, convicted in where the fuck you're going, rather than creating from the past. Okay? This is how you shift from convincing, I need to convince others to work with me, to convicted. I'm convicted in myself. I'm convicted in my message. I'm convicted in my movement. I'm convicted in who the fuck I am and who I came here to be. Okay? That is felt. That is felt. And here's the thing I want you to know. On an unconscious level, people in your world, your community can feel when you're in convincing, basic broke bitch energy, compared to when you are convicted in your big fucking deal wealth identity. That is felt. On an unconscious level, it is felt. So I want you to know that when you're in convincing energy, to be aware that that is repelling. It's repelling. And because it's repelling, because we haven't rewired those belief systems yet and shifted out of an old way of being, we're like, I need to convince even more. No one's buying. No one's coming in. I need to convince even more. No, we're done with that. Okay. But I'm sharing this with you to tell you why you were convincing and then why you continued to be in that momentum of convincing energy. On an unconscious level, convincing energy repels people, repels your desires, repels your manifestations, repels magic, miracles, abundance, wealth, everything that's meant for you. I don't want to be in convincing energy, okay? We get to shift into conviction, from conviction. When you get out of convincing energy into conviction, you show up differently. You move differently. You create differently. You show up as the big fucking deal. The big fucking deal that you are, that you've always been. You just allowed yourself to see it. And now here's the thing. When we have old belief systems activated telling us we're not enough, and if you're new here, here's a little science of the brain, that your neural pathways activated to the I'm not enough are linked to your reticular activating system, which is the lens that you view life, the world, business, relationships, career, all the things through. You see yourself as basic broke bitch energy. You see yourself as not enough. You see yourself as small. And that's when we're nitpicking ourselves. That's where we're criticizing ourselves. That's where we're judging ourselves. We'll create something, we'll be like, oh, it's not good enough. You'll create something, oh, everyone sees my chipped tooth. That's me, right? When I'm in basic broke bitch energy. Because of the lens of how you're viewing everything through. This is why it's so important to rewire your old belief systems so that you begin to see a new lens. You see yourself differently. You see your work differently. Here's an example. I'm sure you saw my most recent photo shoot in that like black see-through dress, right? And then that shirt that I had on that was also see-through, but had like diamonds on it. I could have easily been like, no, let me wait to do a new photo shoot. I'm postpartum. I still need to lose 20 pounds. I still have my belly sack, as I lovingly called it. Let me wait until I lose weight and look better. And I was like, nah, bitch, I'm not going to do that because I have a new lens that I view myself through, and I'm going to buy sexy ass outfits that I love that make me feel like a big fucking deal because I know that I am, and I'm going to see myself that way because I rewired my belief systems. I created that identity. I embodied that identity. You can look on my Instagram. You can see the videos. You can see the pictures of those photo shoots. I am confident as fuck. Why? Because I'm convicted. Okay? You won't even see a trace of in those photos of me where I could have easily been if I activated old lack neural pathways. If I brought in basic broke bitch energy, I could have showed up really insecure. You would have seen that in my eyes. You would have seen that in my face. You would have seen that in my body. You would have seen that in my energy, but you didn't. You didn't, because I rewired my brain, because I created a new identity, because I show the fuck up convicted. Okay. And I chose to do that because trust me, if I didn't rewire myself, if I was still in basic broke bitch energy, I don't think I would have had that shoot. And if I did, I would have been like, don't look at me. Let me hide certain parts of my body. And my eyes, sure as shit, would not be as activated as they are, as alluring as they are, as soul piercing as they are, right? I'm a projector. I see into your fucking soul. I see into your energy. I hear subconscious beliefs that you are not aware of, and I share them with you so that we can rewire them, so that you can become aware and come back into fucking control. This is getting out of convincing and into conviction. Conviction. We get to rewire our belief systems. We get to create a new identity. From there, you behave differently. You see the world, you see your business, you see others, you see yourself in a brand new lens of big fucking deal. This is when you begin to see more and more money, more and more abundance, instead of when we're in basic broke bitch energy, all you see is more and more problems, more and more lack, more and more not enough. No more. No more. We're making that claim today. We are getting out of convincing and into conviction. We're getting out of basic broke bitch energy and into big fucking deal wealth identity. So now you know, now you see why you've been convincing, why that convincing was like, I need to do even more convincing, what's going on in the brain, what's going on in your body, and how to shift out of it and get into conviction. This is what changes fucking everything for you. I cannot even wait to hear the breakthroughs, to hear the aha moments. I know that this is one where you're going to be like, I need to slide into this girl's DMs, please, so I can celebrate you, because this is the shift that's so fucking needed. I know you're activated right now. I know you feel lit the fuck up right now. So I want to see you create from your big fucking deal wealth identity. And I want to see you choose to become aware of when your basic broke bitch energy is activated and choose to shift out of it. Choose to pattern interrupt. Choose to step back into your big fucking deal wealth identity. Choose to come back to you. Choose to come back to you. To get out of convincing and come back into conviction. Oh, I'm so excited. Here we go. Again, if you're feeling the pull to come into Manifest That Shit University Mastermind, DM me the word mastermind. This is going to change your motherfucking life and your ability to have, hold, and create more wealth, more success, more abundance for yourself. Or you can head to the link in the show notes. But yeah, I want to hear from you. Slide into my DMs. I know that this one is activating as fuck. All right, my love, have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you in the mastermind and or the next episode. And until then, let's go manifest that shit. Mwah. That was so much freaking fun. If you love this episode as much as I did, please take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at @the_badassbabe so I can share and celebrate you. And I have a special gratitude gift for you. If you're feeling called, please give us a 5-star rating and write your review on Apple Podcasts. Take a screenshot, submit it. Let me know and I'll send you instant access to my Fuck Yes Money hypnosis as a thank you. And I'll see you in the next episode.